Welcome to the Everyday Leader podcast, where conversations inspire action, growth, and impact. Hosted by two passionate leaders, Shannon and Conrad, this podcast is for those who strive to lead with purpose and integrity in their life. Whether you're navigating big decisions, seeking balance, or dreaming of creating change, we're here to help explore the tools, stories, and insights that help everyday leaders thrive. Join us each episode as we dive into the art of leadership at work, at home, and in the world. Because leadership isn't a title, it's a way of being.
Okay, here we are, everyday leaders.
We're here.
We're here.
We're present. We are ready to roll.
We're ready to roll. And what we want to talk about today is we actually haven't really spoken about this before, but it's pretty fundamental and essential when it comes to leadership, growth, and development. And Conrad, I'm going to let you speak and share your experience with this, but it's the practice of just taking time and space to reflect and to reflect on your leadership, to reflect on what you're learning as a leader, what you're celebrating. And even 10 minutes, even 15 minutes a week can be what's needed. All that's needed, actually, in order to do that.
Yeah, I appreciate the consistency in that each day, and the reflection practice of, we often call it locking in the learning. Always in my reflection, it's like, what did I learn today or yesterday? Also, what do I appreciate about the impact I created? So those are some places to look, is what did I learn? What do I appreciate? Some good starter places as you think about your reflection practice.
Yeah, and the reason the reason I like to bring this up, Conrad, and I bring it up with my clients, is because they're often so booked with meetings and their own schedules that this is not something that is just natural to do, to just sit and reflect.
Right. So, which leads to, what is it for the sake of? What is reflection for the sake of? And it's really, as I share that with my clients as well, it's really about expanding your capacity for what you're up to in the world, for your leadership, your capacity to be present, listen, and do meaningful, good work. It's also for the sake of relationships. There's a lot of places to point, like, why this is important, and I see similar trends, and even in myself, is like, golly, I'm booked all the way through. There's no time to reflect. I got to get this done, or meet with this client, or whatever the story is. And then I'm often grounded back by, oh, okay, this is not about today. This is about how to move forward in the future and expand my capacity, our capacity for what we're up to.
Yeah, I think what you're pointing to is that oftentimes we just think about it as being a waste of time. Like, oh, it'll just be a waste of time for me to sit and journal about this, or, ask myself these questions when I can answer 27 email messages in those 15 minutes or however much time it is, right? And the thing that I think we both know that we really want to encourage our listeners to consider is that even when you take a short amount of time to just stop and be present and really listen, ask yourself these questions and listen, that the result from that, I like what you're saying, Conrad, in terms of it builds capacity, right? But it builds capacity beyond just,
Mm.
15 minutes of it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio, I think is what I'm trying to say. It's not
Oh, yeah.
it's right. It's
It,
like that
right.
15 minutes can set you up to have yourself resourced for weeks, to have yourself in a stronger relationship for weeks or infinitely, or right. It
Yeah.
really is just such a gift and such a like a reservoir, really, for capacity.
I, Shannon, that's awesome. It's resource up, reflect to resource up
Hmm.
is just came into that. And as as you play with this, as everyday leaders play with this, we're inspired by other leaders, of course, and get to be in relationship with them. And I'm reminded of a person that I get to work with, and they were struggling with this reflection. There was a desire, there was an intention, there was a goal to reflect for all for the sake of what we're talking about. And they were, tried different things. And the thing I want to underline is what really helped them with this was the space that they created for it, the environment. Um, they were trying to do it in their office. They were trying to do it in between picking the kids up from school.
Mm.
And that was the shift that they needed to say, this is the space where I can reflect. And that space for them was unique to them. And I want to invite us all to say it's not just about the questions, the prompts, the journal. It's also about the physical space
Hmm.
and the energetic presence to say, okay, I'm ready to I'm ready to reflect, receive, and resource up for
Yeah.
the day or for the evening, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really important. It's the shift, like an embodied shift that helps us sometimes to actually start a new habit, right? Or behave in a different
Yeah.
way, or be open to something new, and then be able to access that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Try reflecting in motion or in different body orientations and positions. So as Shannon's saying, energetically, yes, and also uh, literally through your own body's capacity to move, figure out, where that flow of energy for reflection is.
Yes. Yeah, and like make the structure work for you, right? Whatever that structure is. If it's,
Yeah, yes, because
you know,
not to intrude, I'd have to laugh, Shannon, because like when I started uh quote trying to reflect, I looked at other resources like, well, here's what you got to do. You got to get a journal and you got to sit down in a chair and it's got to be just like this. And that works well for a lot of people and not discounting that. And that version, I was trying someone else's version instead of offering some freedom and flexibility to say, nope, my reflection looks like this. It looks more in line with what I need as a leader. And the key, though, the thing that I do want to honor is the repetition,
yeah.
the discipline or the commitment to do it daily.
Yeah, I also want to offer, I like that's great, the daily. And a question to kind of think about too is how might you already be doing this? Because what you're reminding me of, Conrad, is I also don't have that form for reflection. Mine is different. It's like I walk out my front door and I take a lap around the house and I look at all my plants, right? And I
Mm.
am by myself and I kind of ask myself the questions that I want to be asking for reflection. And that didn't really start out as like, I am going to, like a plan. That was never a plan.
Right.
It's just that that's just what I naturally found, right? Or I'll have a
Yeah.
lot of people say like, oh, in the shower. That's where I do my best
Yeah.
thinking is like in the shower, right?
Right.
So I just want to encourage you, like, you might already be doing this, and maybe you just want to like name it so
That's
that
good.
right? Like, hey, oh,
Yeah.
this is what I'm doing right now. I'm actually doing some reflection.
Yeah. That's great. I love those two examples, naming it and then also blending in a different question maybe to enhance it. What is it? What am I learning? What do I want to be intentional about? What impact did I create yesterday? Any of those prompts, I'm sure there's tons more. I know there's tons more. And yeah, find a prompt that works well for you.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Leaders reflect.
Leaders reflect to resource up. I love that you said that. I'm gonna um, capture that in my memory for reflection today.
All right. Cool. Okay. Be well, everyone. Conrad, enjoy the rest of your walk.
Thanks. Be
And
well.
yeah, we'll be with y'all next time.
All right. Take care.
Bye.